Have you ever felt completely overlooked, like you're fighting a battle no one else can see? It reminds me of a story about a quiet garden, tucked away behind an old, forgotten cottage. Through a long, harsh winter, the ground was frozen solid, as hard as stone, nothing dared to grow. But in one small corner, a single, tiny bud was pushing its way through the hardened soil. It was a silent struggle, a slow and patient effort. This little bud persisted, drawing whatever strength it could from the weakest slivers of sunlight that managed to pierce the heavy, gray clouds. Day by day it rose, millimeter by millimeter. It was so fragile, you'd think the slightest touch would break it. The wind howled and tried to push it back down. And the cold rain lashed against it, but still, it held on, determined to reach the sky. The gardeners who tended to the rest of the property were always in a hurry. They passed by with quick, busy steps, their eyes on bigger, more obvious tasks. They never even noticed the quiet, intense battle for life unfolding right at their feet. They were completely unaware of this small, powerful force of nature. Then, finally, the seasons began to turn. The air grew a little warmer, the sun a bit stronger, and the spring arrived. And on one beautiful morning, the flower finally opened its petals. It was a soft, delicate burst of color, a quiet announcement of his victory. Its petals trembled slightly in the gentle breeze, but they were whole and unbroken. It was then that people finally started to notice. They would pause their hurried walks, their eyes drawn to its simple, unexpected beauty. They marveled at how lovely it was, a bright spot in a neglected corner. But none of them knew its story. None of them knew about the frozen ground it had to break through, or the relentless storms it had survived. They didn't understand the silent, unwavering resilience that had carried it upward, inch by inch, day after day. But here's the thing, the flower didn't bloom for their praise. It wasn't waiting for applause or admiration. It bloomed simply to prove that hope, even when it's unnoticed and it seems so small, can endure. It bloomed to show that even in the toughest, coldest seasons of life, something beautiful can grow. It's a quiet reminder that our own struggles, even the ones no one sees, are forging a strength within us that will one day blossom. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.